Your screen time report might have personally attacked you once. You open it expecting a normal number, maybe 3 hours. And suddenly it says 6 hours and 43 minutes. You stare at it like it's some calculation error. Then the excuses begin. And yes, maybe you did. You open Instagram to reply one message. And then you watched some reels, an oddly serious argument in the comments, and a video about something that you didn't even know existed just 5 minutes ago. And you finally look away from your phone. And now somehow the entire evening is gone. And the strangest part is that you don't even remember what you watched or how the time went. The strangest part is that you don't even remember what you watched the most. You were entertained the whole time, but you did not actually feel satisfied after that. This foggy, restless feeling is often called brain rot. It is simply what happens when your brain keeps consuming content without getting a chance to focus, create, or understand anything properly. After a while, normal activities start feeling slow. Reading 10 pages feels impossible. Sitting quietly feels boring. Even watching a full movie without checking your phone feels like an achievement. And the problem is not that your phone or social media is automatically bad. So today, I want to talk about the most simplest way to break this cycle. Having hobbies. Not every hobby you choose has to look aesthetic, because sometimes the best way to fight brain rot is not by becoming more productive. It is by remembering how to enjoy your own life without needing an algorithm to train you every 7 seconds. 1. Scrolling is not real rest. The internet has made boredom almost impossible. The moment things become quiet, we reach for our phones. Waiting for food, phone. Sitting in the car, phone. Taking a break, phone. The problem begins when scrolling becomes the only form of relaxation. Scrolling feels like rest because we are sitting still, but our minds are constantly jumping between unrelated things. A funny video followed by upsetting news, skincare advice, someone's perfect room, and a random advertisement. Then you close the app and wonder why you feel strangely tired and not rested. A real hobby gives your attention somewhere to stay. When you paint, bake, read, dance, or take photographs, your mind gets a chance to get focused. 2. Hobbies teach you to be a beginner. You try sketching and your drawing looks nothing like the reference. You learn 3 guitar chords, but changing between them takes approximately 17 business days. You bake something looking at a recipe that looks delicious and somehow create a slightly burnt brick. Then your brain says, that's clearly not for us. But online, we mostly see the final result. We do not see the awkward first attempts or the many failed versions. 3rd, hobbies help you build an identity outside the internet. When most of your free time is spent online, it's very easy to build your identity from whatever you consume. On Monday, you want a quiet cottage life. On Wednesday, you want to become a business person who wakes up at 5 a.m. By Sunday, beige is somehow your whole personality. Maybe you enjoy photography, baking, sketching, drawing, dancing, or even writing stories. Your identity starts becoming from what you create and experience, not only from what an algorithm repeatedly shows you. 4th, your hobby doesn't need to look aesthetic. The internet has made hobbies look like another thing we need to perform perfectly. Apparently, you cannot simply journal. You need matching pens, the perfect handwriting, and an aesthetic journal. You cannot simply read. You need a color-coordinated bookshelf and a fancy drink beside you. But a hobby doesn't need to look good online. It only needs to feel good when you are doing it. You can paint on old newspaper or read on a messy bed. A hobby is simply not a performance. You are doing it for yourself, not for others. 5th, start small and create before you consume. You don't need many hobbies. You can start with just one. Choose something that helps you move, create, or become curious. It could be anything: dancing, badminton, photography, or even learning a language. You don't need a perfect hobby by thinking about it forever. You can find it by trying things. Interested in photography? Start with your phone. Interested in writing? Open a blank page and start writing. Begin with what you already have. You can also try one simple rule: create before you consume. Before opening Instagram or YouTube, You can do one thing, something like write one page, sketch something, or take some photos. It puts you in control before the algorithm gets a vote. Sixth, hobbies give you real satisfaction. Scrolling gives you quick entertainment, but that feeling disappears immediately. You watch 50 videos, close the app, and now you don't even remember what you consumed. But when you finish a sketch, read some pages, write something, you have something real to show for your time. It doesn't need to be perfect. The satisfaction comes from knowing that you made, created, or did something. A hobby leaves you fulfilled instead of wondering where the last 2 hours went. So pick one thing you enjoy and try it this week. So tell me in the comments, which hobby are you going to try? So this is Levikah, and if this video helped you even a little, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.